Imagine you're in a new country and you want to get from one city to another and you're driving. What would be the fastest way to get there? Would you just kind of wing it and start driving, maybe ask a few people along the way, see if you're kind of heading in the right direction? Or would it be easier just to follow a map that somebody had already laid out that said, hey, follow this exact same path. This is the quickest, easiest way to get there. I don't know about you, but I would choose the second option. It's going to be a lot quicker and a lot less stressful. The same thing applies to building a business. You could go out there and try to piece together information from YouTube videos, from 30-second TikTok videos, from blog posts, and other sources, and maybe it'll take you a few years to kind of put everything you need together to build your own e-commerce business. Or you could just follow an entire blueprint that we've already laid out because we've been teaching people this stuff since 2012, and we've been doing it ourselves, following this new omni-channel model for many years now. Well, that's what we're going to show you how to do in this video, because there's been many people we've seen that have achieved incredible results with the same exact approach. For example, May, she had an e-commerce business that was using influencers and a few other traffic sources, but wasn't really scaling yet. Then she was able to get to up to $4,000 a day in sales because she followed a blueprint we laid out. Then there's another member of ours who sells pet toys, and he had only sold on Amazon before, but was able to, within weeks, get to $500 a day in sales on Shopify because he literally just copied the same blueprint that I was using in my own e-commerce business. And we've got many other people that have achieved similar results following a blueprint to build an e-commerce business that we laid out. So I hope that's the path that you take, and we're going to show you that full blueprint in this video. But first, we have one important additional lesson that builds on the first two videos to teach you. This is how to tap in to the instant, nearly unlimited traffic sources available out there with paid advertising. In this video, we're specifically going to focus on Facebook and Amazon, but the same strategies applies to TikTok, to YouTube, to Google, and other paid advertising sources where you can reach literally 1 billion people in a matter of minutes. But the challenge is those platforms, it's easy to spend money, but what's harder, and what we've spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to do, and we think we've developed a good system for doing it, is to spend money efficiently. So when you put money out, you're getting money back in that at least covers the cost of your advertising. So you get sales, customers, and social proof all for free. So now Mike is going to show you exactly how to do that.
Thanks, Matt. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the power of Facebook advertising along with Amazon advertising to jumpstart your product sales. And then we're going to show you the blueprint for creating a life-changing business. Let's get right into it. With over 1.7 billion active users every single day, Facebook is an advertising powerhouse. Let me show you how to set up your advertising account and create your first Facebook ad. So check out this Facebook ad that I just created for our camping chairs that took me all of 10 minutes to create. And that includes even these eye-catching graphics that I was able to create using another AI tool that I'll show you as well. This is exactly the type of ad that you'll want to create. But before we can get into that, the one thing you will need is your own Facebook business account. To create one, you simply go to business.facebook.com and they'll walk you through the process. The only requirement is that you do have your normal Facebook account, and then you can go through these steps right here to create your own Facebook business account. Once you do that, then you get access to the ads manager so that you can create ads just like this. Now, before you create your ad, you'll need to think about what needs to go in it, and I'll walk you through that right now. You'll need to come up with a headline for your ad, and this is actually where the headline goes. For some reason, Facebook puts it usually below the images, not sure why, but that's where the headline goes. Then you'll need what's called the primary text of your ad, and this is what most people are going to see and read when they come across your ad. Now, there is another place called the description of your ad where you can put all types of description, like long form text to tell people all about your company and product if you want to, but I don't focus on that because most people never see that. Facebook does not show that almost anywhere on their ad platform because they want to focus on just the images or videos and short titles to catch people's attention. But I'll show you how to create that and where to put it anyway. But the most important thing that a Facebook ad needs is an eye-catching image like this. What you absolutely do not want to include is a picture like this. Even though you may think you have the best product picture of all, they simply don't work very well on Facebook. You need something that's going to catch their attention. And a picture like this will do it much better than just showing a boring picture of a camping chair by itself. So let's first talk about how to come up with the headline, the primary text, and the description of your ad. And to do that, I go back to ChatGPT because it can do this better than almost any copywriter out there. So as you can see here, this is where I was asking it to create the product description that we used for our website. And as I scrolled back down, I simply continued on with the conversation. I then asked it to create a Facebook ad for that camping chair. And I told it that I wanted to show an image of a person sitting in a broken chair looking frustrated and unhappy, and then compare them next to someone sitting in our chair looking really happy. And then I asked it to write the headline, the primary text, and the description that I can use for that ad, so I don't have to do it. And within a few seconds, it came up with the headline saying, "Leave frustration behind, experience camping bliss with our ultra-wide portable chair." It came up with that primary text you saw earlier that says, "Tired of broken chairs ruining your outdoor adventures? Discover the difference." And that truly hits upon that pain point that people might be imagining. And then it came up with this nice long product description, including some emojis as well. I won't go through this because no one is really going to see this on Facebook. But now that I have this, I can go create our ad and put this into it. And let me show you how to do that inside of the Facebook Ads Manager. So once you're inside your newly created Facebook Ads account, you're going to click on Create to create a new ad campaign. The type of campaign we want, or the objective, is sales, because that's what we want to do. We want to make sales. I'm going to click Continue. Then from these two different types it gives you, I'm going to select Manual. You can always test out this shopping campaign. They can work pretty well, but I find that getting started, it's much easier to control how we're creating these ads. So I'm going to click Manual Setup and click Continue. Then from here, Facebook creates their campaigns having two different, groupings below it. One is called an ad set, and think of this as a way to target different types of people. So if you wanted to specifically target maybe campers in one area, you could use one ad set for that. If you wanted to target maybe people who do a lot of RVing, you could create another ad set for that. For now, we're going to use one ad set because we're going to be targeting everyone in the United States. We found that Facebook does a really good job figuring out who wants to purchase your product, and they'll start narrowing it down for you, so you don't really need to narrow down your audience at all. But we do need to give our campaign a name. I'm going to call this the camping chair campaign. And then I'm going to scroll down, see if there's anything else I need to change. We can leave all these by default as is. There's nothing else you need to change. I'm going to click Next. And then this is where we need to give our ad set a name as well. I'm going to just call this the camping chair ad set. Then under conversion, we want it to go to a website. That's what we're doing. We're not sending anyone anywhere else. You can leave all of these options by default. You will need to set up what's called a Facebook pixel. It's not absolutely critical to have right away, but it will help in optimizing your campaigns so that Facebook can see whenever someone makes a purchase on your website. So if you don't have one yet, you can hover over the eye and then click on Add an Account to a Meta Pixel. And then that way it'll walk you through the process of creating a pixel. Don't worry about that if you don't have it right now. You can actually start without it, but it will help you get better results. Now, under the conversion event, you want to select Purchase because we want that to be the goal of what Facebook is trying to accomplish and what we're trying to accomplish, actually get purchases. I'll scroll down, see if there's anything else. We do need to give it a budget. I like starting off somewhere between $10 and $20. And then under the audience, again, we're going to leave the audience wide open. You could narrow it down to campers, RVers, certain states and localities if you wanted to, but we like to leave these wide open and let Facebook decide who to show it to. And then as I go down under placements, I'm going to leave it as what the default is here as well, called these Advantage Plus placements, meaning that Facebook is going to slightly modify our ads and show them in all different kinds of places all over Facebook. Then from here, we click Next, and we actually get into finally creating the ad itself. So I'm going to call this the Camping Chair Us versus Them ad. And then you're going to choose the page that you'll be using for this ad. If you have an Instagram account as well set up for your business, you can use that. I'm going to make sure that the format is just a single image or video. And then under the ad creative, this is where you need to add in the headline, the text, and the description, and of course the picture. So I'm going to pause the recording and go grab that text, headline, and description. So I copied in the primary text, the headline, and the description that ChatGPT created for us. And then we need to add in the image. So I'm going to go find the image that I created and add it in here. When it gives you options like this, you can just select all the defaults. That'll be totally fine. They're just suggesting ways to format the image for you so it gets the best results. So I'll select all of those options. And then you'll see that our ad has been created. Now we still need to give it a couple more things, such as where do we want people to go to when they click on our ad? So I'm going to, one, make the button say shop now, because you have lots of options there. So instead of learn more, to be shop now. And then this is important. You don't want to send people just to your homepage on your website. You want to send them straight to the page, the sales landing page for your product. This is the page that has the all the great images, talks about all the pain points and the benefits that it's taking care of here. It has the social proof and the reviews from your customers, and then it also has other options to increase your average order value. This is going to get you the best results, so this is the link that you want to use. So we'll go back over there and we'll put that link in right there. You can leave this blank if you want. It's not important to enter that in. And then everything else can stay as is, and you can hit publish. And once you're done, you will have an ad that looks just like this on Facebook. Now, the one thing I mentioned earlier but haven't shown you quite yet is how I created these images. And I did that on a service called Midjourney. If you go to midjourney.com, you can click on the Get Started button and it'll walk you through creating your own account to create beautiful images just like I did. And if you want to see exactly how I asked the Midjourney tool to create one of these images for me, this is what I typed into it. I told it to create a photograph of a frustrated and angry 30-year-old man sitting on a broken camping chair with a broken chair leg as the chair is falling over and he's starting to fall to the ground. Highlight the anger and disgust on his face. It created that. It actually gave me several images, and that was one that I chose. And then I did exactly the same thing, or kind of the opposite, in creating the other picture for us, which was a photograph of a relaxed, happy, attractive 30-year-old man sitting on a comfortable black collapsible camping chair in immaculate condition. Highlight the joy and serenity in his face by showing him smiling, wearing sunglasses, and holding a cocktail in his hand. And then I simply put those images into one and put the text above that said, this is your chair and this is our chair. That's how easy it is when using AI tools to generate images like this. Of course, if you don't want to do that, you can always just take a picture yourself. You can show a competing product in shambles, have someone sitting on it, and then show someone sitting on your product or whatever your product is using it, showing it how much better their life will be using your high quality product. And it's those types of images that'll get you the absolute best results on Facebook.
Now, in addition to using Facebook to advertise, we're also going to use Amazon, who's also become a powerhouse with their advertising, rivaling Google and Facebook. Let me show you how to set up just a few very simple advertising campaigns.
Now, once we have your Facebook ads campaigns kicked off, the next step is to kick off your Amazon ads as well. So you'll have your Amazon account set up, you'll have your product launched on Amazon, and we're going to start off with a Amazon sponsored product types advertising campaign. If you see other types of campaigns, you could ignore those for now. Those are more advanced and for use later on, but we're going to start with a sponsored products campaign. So I'm going to click on continue. And then from here, we're going to walk through the necessary steps to set up a simple search campaign. So we're going to need to give it an ad group as well, because Amazon's set up very similar to Facebook. If we recall, Facebook has their advertising campaign set up with a campaign at the top level. They have ad sets below that, and then ads below those ad sets. Well, Amazon's very similar. For each campaign, they have ad groups instead of ad sets, and then they have products instead of ads. But the setup is very similar. So we're going to need to set up an ad group name, and you can just use the default name here because we're only going to have one ad group, just like we had one ad set on Facebook. So leave that as default, and then you're going to choose the product you will be advertising. I'm using a groove joint pliers that we have as a test product here to advertise. So when you see your product here, simply click on add in order to tell Amazon which product you're advertising. Then we're going to scroll down. Under targeting, for this ad, we're going to choose manual targeting because we want to choose which search terms our product will show up when people are searching on Amazon. We're going to leave this as keyword targeting. And then under keyword targeting, we're going to choose the exact keywords we're going to be using and having a product show up for. Now, you could look at all the suggested ones down here and see if they are relevant, but I know for our product, these are groove joint pliers. I'm going to enter in groove joint pliers. And I will see some suggestions down here that
Amazon's also going to suggest, such as groove joint pliers set. That is relevant because we're selling a set of them. But the other ones are specific sizes. Some are other brands. Those are not relevant. So I will start off with two, groove joint pliers and groove joint pliers set as our search terms. So I'm going to enter in the second one. Now for this campaign, I only want our products to show up when people type in exactly one of these two phrases, groove joint pliers or groove joint plier set. You can ignore broad and phrase, take those off, and just make sure you only have exact set up, and then click on add keywords. Now for the bid, which means what we're willing to pay every time someone clicks on our ad, you can leave as the default for now, and then scroll down. You can also ignore any type of negative keyword targeting. That's something more advanced. And then leave everything else at its default and give your campaign a name. I'm going to call this the Groove Joint Pliers Manual Campaign. I'm going to leave the end date open because I don't want it to turn off ever. I can always pause it if I want to. And I'm going to start with a daily budget of just $20. Now, you can ignore the suggested daily budget they're giving you there because that's what they want you to spend. I like starting off small. Once we're done, click on Launch Campaign, and you now have an advertising campaign that's going to show your product to all the people that are searching for your type of product on Amazon. Now, once this is done, we need to launch another campaign called an auto campaign. So back from your Create Campaign screen, we're going to click on Sponsor Products Continue. We're going to select the same product. We're going to scroll down. We're going to leave automatic targeting there. We're going to leave the suggested bid there. Then we'll give our campaign a name and set another small budget of $20 a day, and we are done. Now, this auto campaign works differently than the manual campaign we just set up. For the manual campaign we set up, it's going to only show our product for those specific search terms. For this auto campaign, you're going to use the power of Amazon to show your product wherever and whenever they think it's relevant. And over time, it'll get much smarter and get you even more sales. That's how easy it is to set up your first two campaigns on Amazon.
Once you turn on your ads, you should start getting traffic to your product in a matter of hours. And if you've done everything that you've learned in these 3 videos, then you should also start seeing sales come in. Now, a few sales are great, and I can't even begin to tell you how amazing it feels that first time that someone you've never met before saw your ad, saw your product, and decided that it was the product that they were going to buy out of the thousands of products out there. But as nice as it is to see that happen, a few sales aren't going to change your life. What will change your life is building a real e-commerce business. The kind of business that we've been able to create, as well as countless students of ours. Imagine creating a reliable source of income and wealth. Imagine gaining financial security and never having to depend upon a job or anyone else ever again. Imagine building your own business that you're proud of and finally creating the life that you want. All that is possible, but to do it, you're going to need much more than just these 3 videos. Because as much as we've covered in our short time together, what you've seen is only the tip of the iceberg. So right now, you have 2 choices. First, you can take what you've learned in these 3 videos and apply it on your own. You can even check out and try to sort through the thousands of various videos others have posted online. That is an option, but it's a time-consuming and risky one, not knowing who to trust or what information is years old, out of date, or simply wrong. Fortunately, there's a different and much better option. One where you can save yourself months or even years and avoid making costly mistakes by following a proven blueprint. A blueprint trusted by over 35,000 people. And if you like what you've learned here over these past few days, you're going to love what I'm going to share with you next. Introducing the Amazing Selling Machine, the #1 Amazon and e-commerce training program for the past 11 years, and trusted by over 35,000 students. And in this completely all-new version, we're going to take you beyond just selling on Amazon and show you how to build a true omni-channel business that sells on Amazon, your own website, Walmart, and beyond. The Amazing Selling Machine, or ASM as it's come to be known in our industry, is a step-by-step approach to building a true omni-channel e-commerce business, faster than you ever thought possible. Even some of our newest members are experiencing life-changing results in as soon as 4 months. Just listen to what Jeremy Swain has to say. I got more done on launching my e-commerce business in 4 months after joining than I did in the previous 12 months trying to piece everything together on my own. Or how about Phil Wright? The first sale came exactly 4 months to the day of starting. And then there's May Rajkovic, who said, within 4 weeks, I'm already driving $4,000 a day in revenue. Now there are 4 main components to ASM. The first component is the course. You get lifetime access to the all-new ASM program with training on how to build and launch an omnichannel brand on Amazon, Shopify, and Walmart. This includes 12 easy-to-follow training modules created by me, Matt Clark, Devin Dorish, and other industry experts that have collectively generated hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. There are over 100 training lessons that include more than 20 hours of proven content and that you can go through at your own pace no matter what type of schedule that you have. In this video series, we covered a lot, but we only just scratched the surface compared to everything that comes inside of ASM. In the welcome module, we'll set you up for success so you know exactly how this business model works, how to engineer the best possible environment for learning, plus how to access all the resources that come along with ASM, including how to get support whenever you need it. From there, we'll move on to finding the perfect product and building your brand. This includes the different ways to differentiate your product, how to find the best suppliers from all over the world, how to check patents and trademarks, how to get shipping and fulfillment estimates, plus how to build a brand that stands the test of time. Now, once your product has been chosen as being manufactured, we'll move on to preparing for your launch. And in this version of ASM, we're going to show you how to do it in a way that no one else ever has. We call this the omnichannel launch. And in ASM, you'll learn the secrets to launching on multiple platforms at once. This includes creating your Shopify store, building the perfect product page on Amazon, setting up all of your shipping and email automations, and then launching your product using the most powerful advertising platforms available. And once you've launched, ASM doesn't stop there. We'll also walk you through launching your product on other platforms such as Walmart and eBay, the number 2 and number 3 top marketplaces in the US. All that and more makes up the ASM training program, the first component of ASM. But ASM is so much more than just training, which leads us to our second component, the live coaching calls. With ASM, you get 1 full year of expert-led monthly group coaching calls led by Devin Dorish, our own ASM graduate and Amazing's VP of e-commerce. Devin sold over 8 figures in sales on Amazon, Shopify, and Walmart, and has made the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies in America list twice. That means that you can get your questions answered by a true expert who's mentored and coached thousands on how to build their own businesses. And while we host these calls live, so you can interact with us right there on the call, we also record them so you can go back and watch them at any time. Now, because this is a real business that you'll be building, we also want to give you access to everything and everyone that we've come to know and trust when building our own businesses. And we've included them in component number 3, our private resource vault. In the resource vault, you'll find over $10,000 in savings on more than 50 different special tools and resources that Matt, Devin, and I have all used to grow our own businesses. Plus, you'll get exclusive deals that we've negotiated for you, such as 60 days free access to Zipify Pages, the best Shopify landing page generator in the business, 60 days free access to One-Click Upsell, a tool that helps increase the value of every order you receive on your website, plus 90 days access to Shopify for just $1. Now, when added together, that's $439 in software subscriptions for practically free. Now, in addition to the training, in addition to the coaching, and in addition to the private resource vault with all the tools that you need, there's still one more component of ASM that many consider the most valuable of all. And that's component number 4, our private members-only ASM community. Our community is filled with entrepreneurs from all around the world, some of which have already built 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses using the same ASM framework that you have in front of you today. Like Katie Kopstad, who sold over $100,000 in a single month and was named Entrepreneur of the Year in her Florida hometown. And Zara and her husband Imran, who run their business from their apartment in Chicago, sell more than $100,000 a month and absolutely love helping others achieve success. Our online community is the place to go when you need answers, ideas, or just inspiration from those who are on the same journey as you, who have already built their own successful business. If you add everything together, the training, the community, the coaching, and the software that you get inside of ASM, the total value of the program is worth well over $12,000. And while that's still a great value considering everything that you get, we figured that's a high bar of entry for anyone looking to start a business. So we took that price and cut it in half to $6,000. And for years, we sold ASM for that much. But to kick off this brand new version of ASM, we decided that we wanted to reach as many people as possible. And that meant selling on our price so good that it's ridiculous. So today, you can get everything inside of the all-new ASM, the training, the coaching, the software, and the community for only $199 per month.
And we're so confident that you're going to absolutely love everything that comes inside of Amazing Selling Machine that we're also offering our unconditional 14-day money-back guarantee.
This gives you 2 full weeks to jump in, go through the training, join in on the coaching call, ask questions, and get answers in the community, and even try out the tools with 0 risk to you. Now, we have, of course, had people take us up on our guarantees. And when that happens, we're happy to oblige, which is why we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, which is practically unheard of in our space, and just one of the things that I'm most proud of for our team here at Amazing. But what I'm even more proud of are the results that our members have been able to achieve. There's Gracie, who joined ASM, built a business doing over $500,000 a year in sales, and then ended up selling her business to fulfill a lifelong dream. There's Leah and David Cups, who came into ASM with 0 e-commerce experience and have now built and sold 3 different brands for millions of dollars. And there's Ann, who built such a successful business using ASM that she's now able to live near the beach in Costa Rica and spend more of her time raising her 2 young children. There's also Jamie, who built a brand of products that sells over $1 million per month. Anna, who sold over $430,000 in a single month and went on to sell her business, plus countless others. These are just some of the success stories that our students have had with ASM, and they all started right where you are today. However, there is one thing they did not have because it didn't even exist when they were members, but you will. Because today, when you join ASM, you'll also get our most comprehensive coaching and support program that we've ever put together. This program is called the Amazing Academy. Inside the Academy, you'll get 3 live group coaching calls every single week, covering every aspect of building your business. This gives you over 12 calls each month above and beyond the monthly call that already comes with ASM. A dedicated client success manager, or CSM as we refer to them, who's there to help guide you throughout your journey and help you get answers anytime that you're stuck. A private Slack channel to get one-on-one support from your CSM. A private Facebook group where we stream the coaching calls and you can interact with other students. Monthly masterclasses where we bring in industry experts to teach the very latest in e-commerce topics. And access to all of our latest training programs here at Amazing, making this a true academy. Now, if you were to pay separately for this type of one-on-one support, coaching, community, and the software, you could easily pay thousands of dollars per month. And when we make this available to our own students at a huge discount, even they still pay $299 a month for a total value of $3,588 per year. This type of one-on-one support is invaluable. Just ask May, one of our students in this program, who said, "My favorite thing about the training is the fact that I have one-on-one support." And Sarah, another member, who said, "I received my 10K badge on day 17 of my launch. Thank you to all the mentors who helped throughout the entire process." So if you're ready to let us help you build your own business and completely change your life, then join the all-new class of Amazing Selling Machine, including the full year of support and bonuses, by clicking the Join Now button on this page. And remember, you're covered by our 14-day money-back guarantee to check out the entire program. That's 2 weeks to go through the videos, join a coaching call, engage in the community, and use all the tools. Now, if you don't join, where do you think you'll be 4 months from now? We all know that old habits die hard. You might make some progress watching these videos while they're still available, or piecing this stuff together on your own over the internet. But in my experience, you get dramatically better results when you have a guide and you're held accountable. So what are you waiting for? Click the Join Now button and let's get started. You'll have the next 14 days to check it out risk-free, take action, and start building the e-commerce business and life that you've always wanted. So join now, and we'll see you on the inside.